Sounds good. Well, hello, everybody. We're admitting everybody into the room right now as you guys are joining us. It's good to have you join. Thanks for joining. There is a chat. Let us know where you're joining us from, how everything's out where you're at. My name is E.R. Wolf. I'm joined with my business partner, Guy Toole. We are over here from Elify, and this is Friday with the Founders. So this is your opportunity to come on to a live with us and other members of Elify and really come together as a community to educate ourselves, talk about tips and tricks, celebrate victories, and really come together as a community, as a tribe, to work together to help each other be successful. And that's really what all of this is about. I look forward to this day each and every week. Just as an opportunity to get with you, learn how things are going for you guys, and talk about some of the stuff that we're working on in the background. Guy, I know one of the things that is really challenging for me is all the stuff that we have and then all the stuff that we're working on, and seeing all the stuff that we have and how people are using it, and supporting everybody and using it, but also seeing all the stuff that's coming and that we're talking about in the background and brainstorming on and developing, and that we'll be bringing out, and just wanting to have it now, right? There's this aspect of really wanting the instant gratification of thinking it up and having it now. I know that's not always the case, but it's exciting because in environments and settings like this, we get to at least express to you guys some of those things that we're working on. I know we're going to be talking about some of that with today's Friday with the Founders as well. A few housekeeping things. If this is your first Friday with the Founders, I want to call out the chat bar in Zoom. Obviously, you're probably familiar with how to use that. You've been on Zoom throughout the pandemic, guys. Throw down if you have questions or comments in the chat there. Also, there's a reactions. We want to open this up for question and answer. So if you do have questions, comments, thoughts, tips, tricks, go on ahead and go down to the reactions. Raise your hand so that we can call you on this stuff and get your questions answered. That being said, we want to kick off our Friday with the Founders, as we usually do, with a quick overview of Elify's affiliate program. You are on this call because you're an Elify affiliate. And as a business owner and entrepreneur myself, I think it is crucial and vitally important that we understand how our businesses make us money. We all know that the ability to create a profitable business is the whole goal, right? We want more coming in than we have going out. And I think it's critical that you understand as an affiliate for Elify, how the affiliate program works, so you understand how you get paid and how you can show other people how they can start earning an income as well. We're not going to go into as in-depth discussion on this as we typically do on Friday with the Founders. If there are questions about this, or it seems unclear to you, let us know and we'll dive into some of this information. But it's all available on elifyshuffle.com/affiliate. So you're going to want to go to that web page. It's available. You can send your prospects there as well. Anybody you're talking to, you can just add your affiliate tracking link. And that's really the beauty of affiliate marketing, everybody, right? If you've never been an affiliate or made money online, it truly is a very simple process. Okay, it's all about you getting a referral link, something that tracks back to you. So with Elify, you get a referral link. Most Elify pages, like elifyshuffle.com/affiliate, I can actually put a slash and put my affiliate ID on there. And if I share that out to people, they come in and they view this page and they take an action like make a purchase, it gets tracked back to me. And as an affiliate, it gets tracked back to you. And you get credit for making that referral or for driving those eyeballs, swaying some influence, etc. As you promote. And that's really what affiliate marketing is all about, guys. It's that simple. You use your links, somebody comes in through your links, you earn money. So let's talk about what you can earn. And we've made it really simple. We've brought in a few elements that I think make our program second to none. I know some of our affiliates talk about it as the ultimate side hustle, and I have to agree with them. The first thing you want to take advantage of is all of the direct referrals that you're making. Anybody who comes in through one of your direct referral links and signs up through your link, you're going to get the direct referral commission on. You're going to earn 10% on that person's subscription. In addition, the first month that they subscribe, we're going to give you a 40% bonus. So you're actually earning 50% of that person's first month Shuffle subscription. And what I love about the direct referral is you're going to earn that residually. And I think this is one of those key components that everybody should be focused on when they're looking at businesses and ventures out there, their side hustles and stuff like that. We want to create a program where you do the work once, you get paid over and over again. So really, when you look at this, direct referrals, you're going to earn 10% residually for the life of that referral. The next anything that happens between 2 to 6 degrees of separation from you. So as your referrals go out there and make additional referrals, you're going to be able to get an override off of all of those referrals at 8%. And then lastly, we do a direct referral bonus. This is in your direct control. If you go out and directly refer 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, 40 people, you can unlock a 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th level at 1%. So the key to all of this and what makes this program extremely simple and easy to understand is you have to remember 3 numbers: 10%, 8%, and 1%. You get 10% off of all your direct referrals, 8% that comes in as a network referral, and get increased leverage when you go out and you make those direct referral bonuses. So let's take a quick graphic look at that. I learn better personally looking at the graphics. So you as the affiliate, everybody you directly refer, that radiates out from you, you're earning 10% on. All of your network referrals, that's anything that comes in from levels 2 through level 6, you're earning 8% on. And if you've unlocked this direct referral bonus by making direct referrals of 10, 20, 30, or 40, you'll earn 1% on those levels 7, 8, 9, and 10. Guys, that's simple. It should be very easy to understand for everybody. If there are questions on this, just reach out. The last thing I want to call out as we sort of shift this over to Q&A is on the sheet, there is a commission calculator. I do want to be very transparent, and we say this every Friday with the founders, with people. Look, this isn't get rich quick. This is build passive residual income online. Anybody who's looked at and studied the traits of successful entrepreneurs and wealthy individuals know it's all about creating multiple streams of income. We want you guys to maximize this stream of income. So we want you to know how you make money. Look at the average price that your referrals will be spending, how many referrals you're going to be making a month, that's frequency, how much retention you're going to get of the referrals you're bringing in, that's the quality of the leads that you're marketing to, and what type of duplication. Will other people you've referred go out and do the same thing? When you factor in those variables along with the variable of time, you can see how you can grow a passive residual income over time. The amount that you can grow that income is entirely up to you. So it's really going to boil down to revenue generating activities. Direct referrals, network referrals, guys. That's it in a nutshell. So with that being said, Guy, we can open this up to question and answer. We can talk about tips, tricks. We can talk about upcoming events that we have going on and new releases and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff to go through. So we want to make sure that we get all of that addressed, and we want to make sure that we answer your questions if you have them. Guy, go ahead.
Yeah, so like ER said, feel free to enter a question, raise your hand. We're more than willing to help anyone and everyone out. James, be careful driving there. I see you just joined on your camera, but if you got questions, we're excited. Like ER said, there's I'm sort of envisioning where Shuffle is now and what we talk about in the background day to day with our development team, of it almost being like Shuffle is a straw house right now, and we're working on having this brick house because it's coming. There's some phenomenal things. I know, Michael, you're on as well, so want to have bring you on to have an opportunity to announce to everybody this awesome thing that's coming here in October, to be able to say we want to invite everyone, come hang out, come see what we're going to be putting together from a conference aspect. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, Michael, are you on? Do you want to say anything from the standpoint of the invite and get some people excited about coming to this thing? I know, ER, you also have a screen that you can share with people.
Yep, let's bring that up.
Yeah, you bet, brother. You bet. We've been working on this. Rebecca, our whole team, we've been working with you guys, trying to just figure out what it looks like, when it's going to be, who's going to be invited. And this is really cool because what we're doing, you guys have already know this, and people that aren't out there, but we're partnering at a big event for you guys. I mean, this is for the Shuffle team. This is for Shuffle Nation. And this is it's really an elite business conference that we're going to focus on networking, building your business. It's going to be really good business tools on how to expand and grow. Somebody just asked online a question there, I think, about what's the best way to market this deal. Online is definitely a great way to market it, but it is part of my daily vernacular. I mean, I use it. It's something I do. I go to, like, ER, you had a really cool analogy about brushing your teeth twice a day. I'm going to this thing looking at business landing pages. And it has been a huge foundational support tool is what it's turned into over the last year, guys. Almost it's been a year this month that we started talking and having talks. And October is really cool because that's kind of when we launched us and we came together. And it's in Dallas, Texas, coming back to my backyard. I appreciate that. Easy to get to. We are going to launch ticket sales July 2nd. I know Rebecca's on here. She can kind of go into some of the details, but really there's 5 areas of your business. And I call branding. Branding is your marketing piece. How do you align your brand, what it really looks like? Operational, that right there is personality profiles. How do you connect and how does operations deal with the sales piece is another one. And then you have your leadership and what I call your cash flow, which is your accounting, your KPIs. And we coach a lot of different companies. And Edwin and I were just on a call with the company out of Tennessee. We've been coaching them for 3 years. And they've kind of had to revamp and they've got this great new momentum, he said. It just feels good. And like a lot of times your business feels good. We feel like we're making momentum. I've had some great conversations and I asked them this and they were talking about how the team, everybody's kind of aligned now. We've got all the 4 personality profiles on our management staff and everybody's coming in. It feels really good. The momentum's great. And then I said, what's your key performance indicator that's making you money? I know it feels good and I don't want to ruin your buzz. I don't want to kill your buzz, but as owners, we got to wear different hats, right? And I want to make sure that it feels good out there. We for sure want to keep those people in that bubble that it feels good, momentum's building, but we also eventually that's going to be not sustainable if they don't have truly results. I mean, and we can't confuse activity with accomplishment. These business trainings that we do, people come together and what we do is talk about your operational growth and making sure you can build that momentum. But the underlying theme to all of it, and I love Elevate Your Business and Simplify Your Life, it is a life by design. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a generational impact. Every single thing that we do with companies, corporate level, public events like this, I get up on the stage at the very beginning. We set the stage. We say, make it about you. Put your own personality with it. I want you to bleed in everything, pour it into you, because if you can be the best you can be, you can pour it out to other people. When you leave here from this event, you will be able to have a generational impact on the people you work with, the people that work for you, and your family. There will be your grandchildren will talk about the things that you're going to be able to pour in them from this event, because what we do, all of us that are going to be there, Guy, ER, myself, Edwin, Kathy, Rebecca, everybody that we bring. And guess what? I'm bringing some of my friends, some of my master developers in branding, in accounting, in finance. Those guys are coming to the stage. We're going to have breakout sessions for all you guys. So what I'm doing and what we do is bring all these people together and we put it all in one little nice package, and you get to be there, and it will change your life if you let it. But you also have, and the most important thing to me is to have a generational impact on somebody else. The ripple is more powerful than the pebble. And I'm going to tell you right now, all the details and everything, we can get into it, but October 1st and 2nd, it's going to be in Dallas, Texas. And hey, the state fair is going to be there. And if you hadn't been to the state fair in Texas, it's not like your little state fairs. This is a big old Texas style state fair. So you guys on Sunday, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the people that stay over, we're going to be podcasting Inside Edge with the Monster Millennial Kevin E. We're going to have a big, huge podcast there. It's going to be live. And I want you guys to come into State Fair. We'll eat a corny dog and have some fun too. So I'm kind of throwing up on you guys right now because I'm so excited about it. This whole thing is just coming together. The conversations, the people that we're going to have at the event, it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. And I think, everyone that's on this, everyone that's going to watch this later should really lean into that, the opportunity of being there. I know Kathy had some questions from people on her Tuesday training. Is this going to be an Elify like network MLME type thing? No, Michael just went through this. This is a business conference. This is about you. This is about getting that generational income, what that looks like, changing your life for the better, changing your family's life, just setting things up where a lot of people, what you should be getting in school, you're not getting. This is where we're saying, hey, let's go to school. Let's go to school for 3 days and get some things done. So I love that from the standpoint of join us. We're excited because, yes.
I'm sorry, I got one more thing. I do want to say this, though. You say this is going to be an Elify networky thing. This is going to, Elify's putting this on. And I'm going to tell you something right now. The scripts, the things that we've done, the conversations that we've had, being able to mindset of a champion, we're releasing the virtual training of it then. We're releasing the ambassador program that you guys are working on, the dashboard, the corporate level stuff. I mean, this is going to be a level up event for Elify and Shuffle. Now, it's not going to be soft and fluffy, and that's all fun. I love networking. I love hanging out with people. Nobody likes to have more fun than me. But I want to tell you something right now. We got to make when we got to pay to play.
Yeah.
And we put the sweat in, we put the work in. And if we're willing to go through a little bit of the pain, we're going to be able to have the good stuff at the end of it. And I'll promise you this, the journey is more fulfilling than the end. So I do want you guys to know when we talk about saying it's a not an Elify Shuffle event, it's going to be elite business training for Elify Shuffle people. We're going to be recruiting new people come in that deal. So if you want somebody to come in and see, if you want your family member, if you want anybody to be able to go through the 5 areas of your business or the 7 areas of your life to achieve balance spiritually, mentally, physically, and personally, and then your family, which is the most important, financially, career-wise, being able to help yourself in your career if Shuffle's your side hustle, and it's a fantastic getaway to get in front of some people and take a big old huge deep breath that you can really truly elevate your business. Simplify your life, man. I love that. Sorry, God, I'm going to interrupt you, but I want you to understand the new products and programs we're also launching that you guys have put a lot of hard work into. I'm proud of you.
Exactly, and I think what the great minds think alike, because that's where I was going next from the standpoint of to this day, right? What does Elify offer? Elify offers Shuffle. What else do they offer? Well, coming October 1st, 2nd, when everyone's there and gets the opportunity, Elify is going to be looking at doing maybe a half dozen different offerings. And those are what you're saying, leveling up, giving you an opportunity to say, hey, I don't want to refer this. I don't want to offer this. I want to take this out there. Great. You have that opportunity. You got an opportunity to earn. There's going to be price level changes on things. It's just exciting from standpoint of what we're doing day in, day out on the development aspect, making sure our developers are staying nose to the grindstone so we can get things released early, often, and there's things that are even going to be released prior to the event, so that's what's exciting as well. But I think there's so much happening here. It's a great time to be a part of Elify. It's a great time to be a part of this family, because that's really how I identify this as a family. We're here to do whatever we can for you to reach the level of success, or from what Edwin always says, a level of significance that you want to have. We're here to help. And that's, what I just want to put out there. So either send it back to you, send it back to ER, whoever wants to take over. We can keep this going. People got questions. Come on in.
If somebody has a question about anything, raise your hand. But I have to just reiterate some of the stuff that Guy and Michael Ray have been talking about, and truly speak from my own heart. I learned about life by design a while ago, and it was an eye-opener. Guy talked about going to school for 3 days. Guys, I'm going to invite you to personally come and go to school for 3 days, because this will be the stuff that they don't teach you in school. How do I know? I went back to school. I went to graduate school. I got the MBA. I got the master's in finance. I got the focus in entrepreneurship. I did all of those educational things. And the real world has something different to teach you. And the people who've gone down that path before and have realized the tips, the tricks, the methodologies, the things that are going to impact and help you level up, those are the people who are going to be at this event talking and roundtabling and masterminding together. And we want to pour into each other. And that's what this is all about. Michael Ray said it's been about coming up on a year anniversary that we've been working together. And I think about all the forward progress that we made, all the forward progress that we will make, and all of the alignment and dovetailing that's coming into place. It was really, really serendipitous to say, hey, here's what we're working on with Elify and how we want to build tools, solutions, and technology that are going to, elevate people's business, simplify their life, and really allow them to live and lead a life by design. And Michael and Edwin were like, well, let us tell you about a life by design and these 5 areas and these 7 areas and all these things. And we're like, oh my gosh, it's like we're working on the same thing. And to bring these things together and see how they're going to work together, that's really a lot of what we've been working on over the last year, is how are these things supporting everything so that we can help you. Independent of this, if Elify is your primary focus, your side hustle, if you've got a main focus, if you're in a job as a leader trying to accelerate in that position, or you've started a new venture, that you're going to come to an event, get poured into, filled up, and then turn around and apply that information, put it into practice, do the work, and start to realize all of these results that I know the gentlemen that I've surrounded myself with and the team and individuals that I work with every day exude and shine and achieve every day. And I think that's what I'm excited about with this event in October, is everybody has a chance to experience that and get involved and become a part of that. So I hope you'll join us in that. I see that we do have some questions coming up. So guys, let's get those questions answered.
Katherine, you were first up. Go ahead.
Hi. I was wondering, how do I market this to, I've been marketing it to small businesses, but how do I go about approaching a bigger business with this? What's a good method?
I want to throw this over to Michael Ray. Yeah.
Interesting you say that. That's what we've been working. It's one of the big things with our ambassador program that we're going to offer to you guys, and it's going to be how to offer it to larger companies, and the support and the dashboard that Guy and ER have built for those bigger companies to come in and say, oh, I want to do this. Not just the MLM big companies, or not the people at the top, because we for sure have had those conversations. Yep. But we've got people that have got 15, 16,000 people that have a business card, and but they also are using a bigger CRM like a Salesforce or an Infusionsoft. So how do we dovetail? So what we really had to do there is go back, take a step back, and ER and Guy really built. They worked with the development team to build a dashboard where they can measure, monitor, and track all their people. Well, that's been done now.
Yeah.
So next steps is how to do that. So we won't get into a big long discussion about it right here. But if you will reach out to us personally, we'll show you that, because all those scripts, tips are coming out as we speak. And that's one of the big launches that we're going to have at the October event, is the corporate piece, which is the corporate piece with the ambassador program on something like that. But that's coming. And what they've done, what's good about that is the fact that you asked that question before. They're like, hey, man, go call them, knock on their door, sell them something. They have to work within the parameters of the affiliate program. Well, now we flipped the script and developed it for them. So when you mention something to it and they go, oh, that's interesting, I want to hear more information, reach out to us. We'll come in and support you behind you. Technology in the background. We have the IT team to support you. So we've built and are, on the beta testing really right now. And because we've already had some pretty big corporate clients that have come in that love it. So it's a foregone conclusion. So it's a longer conversation than right here. But we do have that for you, and we've kind of made it for you guys to be able to benefit from that. And our team, myself, Edwin, Rebecca, Kathy, and the people that they have working for them are supporting that.
Yeah, if I can add, Michael Ray, as well. Look, in the interim gap, until that ambassador and corporate stuff is made available, make sure you understand, everybody on this call, you have support around you. If you know an organization and they need a little bit more than just getting your link, your affiliate link, they need to talk to somebody. We need to discover their problems. We need to work with them. We need to talk about integrations. There's a lot more components and parts that go along with these corporate accounts. And so everybody on this call who says, oh, I've got to lead into a big organization right now, reach out to us at support@Elify. Let us know and let us help support you in that interim to really get those things done, because sometimes those corporate accounts, it's a lot more, like Michael Ray said, than just saying, here's my affiliate link, go sign up and sign each of your employees up. We've done a lot more down that path of helping and supporting those corporate teams. And that's what we're really excited about, is making that available for everybody. Now, Rebecca, I see you got your hand up. Go ahead, unmute, ask your question or comment.
I do. I just wanted to kind of take it back a step and just, for the time being, just start building those relationships is the first step, in my opinion. And as you build that relationship, you're going to hear the things that they're needing, and you're going to learn what gaps you can fill, not just with this tool, but all around. And building that relationship is definitely that first step. So I just wanted to throw that in there.
I appreciate that.
I think that's really good. That's a great point. Build a relationship and know that you have a support team behind you, because somebody's going to ask you a question when you're building that relationship and you're not going to know the answer to it.
Yeah.
That's great, because that's a great question, because I'm using this for my business. It's been super impactful. This is why. Give them your quick testimonial. Yep. And then say, what I can do is get you in front of somebody or get that question answered and get back to you if that sounds something that like you'd be interested, and they're going to say, yep, then you're going to come to us. Know that you have somebody, I mean, ER, like you said, to lean
That's
back
the
on.
key, right? You've got support guys. You may be in this business for yourself, as they say, but realize as a community here, as part of the Elify Nation, you're in this business, but not by yourself. You've got a whole supporting team around you. Amazing people like Rebecca and Michael Ray and Kathy and Edwin and Guy and myself and all of the development team that's building these solutions. So don't be fearful if you don't have the answer to a question. Instead, you say, you know, I don't have the answer, but I know somebody who does. Let me connect you. And then you form that connection and let us come in and help support, or let, you know, somebody else on your team come in and help support if you don't have the answers to those questions.
That's right.
All right. I don't know if it was Tracy. Go ahead, and then we'll take James afterwards. Good to see you, Tracy. Thanks for
Hi,
joining.
ER.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well too.
Same here. I'm going to just keep it short. I'm on my lunch break. As you can see, I've got my multiple monitors behind me because I work virtually at home. I just want to say I love the card. I've been marketing it since January. Of course, I've been a customer since 2018. I appreciate the support. Just want to add in my 2 cents. Being consistent is also a key. I think, you know, some folks think that people seem to give up very easily. And Rome wasn't built in a day. The old saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. You have to stick with it. And there's an audience out there that are watching you. And I've had market other products, and I've had people come to me like 6, 8 months down the road and like, hey, I want to go ahead and try that because I see you're still marketing it.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's working for you. So the key is being consistent. And I just want to throw the 2 cents in there.
Tracy, I appreciate you saying that so much. I can't say it enough. I learned from a mentor of mine, Edwin Britt, right? And he says, relentlessly consistent, right? Not just being consistent, but doing it to a fault. And I want to, I talked about it, I think it was a few Friday with the founders ago. And it was somebody saying, you know, I have a mindset for yoga, right? A mentality for yoga. I like it. I got the clothes. I read the books. I might even have the mat. But if I don't practice yoga, you know what I mean? I'm not going to get the results or the benefit of it. And I think that's that relentlessly consistent. It's doing something every day over and over again because you know the sum of all of that's going to equal a result. And I think that's the key that a lot of us can learn about. And this is the type of stuff we're going to be talking about in October, where we're talking about what are these things we can consistently be doing that are going to help lead to the life by design that we're looking for. And I think that consistency is key. You know, I think about my wife who likes to run. You know, she doesn't go out and run a marathon without doing any training. She consistently goes out and runs, and then she inches it up consistently until when the marathon comes, it's like going out for an afternoon run. And I think that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it easy. That's what makes it second nature. You get to that by putting in the consistent practice. So thank you so much for sharing that, Tracy. I really appreciate it. James, you're up, buddy. Good to see you. Thanks for joining the call. Always a pleasure to have you on.
Hey, so glad to be back here. I do apologize missing so many Fridays due to my positions with my different businesses.
You're
my
good.
Fridays are used up, but I wanted to make sure I comment on Michael and Tracy. Consistency and working your business. I no longer carry paper cards. So I forced myself to use the shuffle card. Some people meet me, they have to start testing it. Yep. Michael said about reaching out to these businesses. I tell you all the time, if you're not a member of your chamber, you're not out talking to your chamber, you're not building the relationships, come October, wow, we got the new product. Then we started to meet Mike. Hey, Michael, my name's James. If I talk to Michael back in April and I come back from October with this information, Michael's already got a relationship with me. He's already tested out the product. He's already using it. And now I tell him about this next level, boom, it all explodes. Yep. I can tell you, so there's some personal usage, personal promotion, consistency, using the product, talking about the product, building relationships. I don't have to sell Elify anymore. It sells itself being shared around. That's all I want to say. Back to you, ER.
No, James, thank you so much for that. Again, guys, you're going to hear this common theme as you're on these types of calls, right? Like the common theme is success leaves clues. You know what I mean? Like, you start looking at what other people are doing to be successful. You start surrounding yourself with people who've tried, gone down the path before you, and they're going to tell you and show you that this isn't rocket science, right? This isn't brain surgery. Independent of your level of education, your age, your sex, your race, it doesn't matter. If you can learn new skills and then apply those skills, you can be successful. And that's the cold, honest truth, guys. It doesn't take a lot more than that, but you have to be willing to make that decision and take that choice to put in the energy and the focus and be consistent with it. This is what I love about Michael and Edwin and Guy and anybody who has this, athletic sports background and really understands what it takes to be a champion or be at that top level of whatever you're performing in. And I look at everything could be a game. Your work could be a game. Your life could be a game. Your business is a game. Sports are a game, and they can all be played. But you need to learn the rules of the game. You need to understand how to play it, and then you need to go out and practice. I can't imagine where Guy and I would be if we never went to a day of practice. You think Guy would have gotten drafted in the NFL? I don't think so. They probably would have been like, hey, you're not even stepping foot on the field. If you go out there and you're consistent with the practice, they're going to start giving you the ball, or in Guy's case, you're going to take the ball from other people, and then just squash them on the ground. So this is what it's about, everybody. It's about learning. It's about putting that knowledge into practice, applying it, and then just being consistent with that. We said when we pulled up the affiliate page on the website, guys, I want to reiterate this. This isn't get rich quick. If you're signing up for a program expecting to be a millionaire overnight, I have to tell you, as a millionaire myself, there are not a lot of programs or systems out there that do that. That's the cold hard truth. They're selling you a false bill of goods. If you want to learn a system that you can put into practice, that you can apply to all businesses and other areas of your life as well, this mindset of a champion stuff that Michael Ray and Edwin talk about, it can be applicable to your business. It can be applicable to your life and your family, to your health, to your wellness, to your finances. Every area, it's the same mentality because it's a mindset, right? I want to apply that to all the things that I'm doing. So that's what we're talking about. Learn the skills, plug in. That's the first step, right? As Rebecca said, start with the relationships, and they're going to start telling you. If you ask people questions, you know what they give you? Answers. What's your problem? They start telling you their problem. You know what I mean? And then you start listening. I can solve that either myself, or I can connect you with somebody who can, or I can show you something. Wow, now you become invaluable and you create value. Like, these are the things that we're going to be talking about. It's hard to go through all of this on an hour on a Friday. It's hard to go through this on an hour on a Tuesday. It's hard to go through this on an hour on a Wednesday or 30 minutes or whatever it is. But if you're consistent in joining with those events as they come along, it will combine up to pour into you. How do we do it a little bit faster? We come together as a group. We immerse ourselves for a few days and we learn. And then as soon as we're done, we're all going to be fired up so that we can put what we've learned into practice. And as we've heard today, be relentlessly consistent on putting it into practice so that we all achieve the results that we're setting out to, so that we get our own life by design. Now, I see a regular face here. I'm going to unmute. I'll let the hand down, Angel. Talk to us. Thanks for joining again, as always. Good to have you on.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to say that example that you used about the marathon.
Yeah.
I actually was a runner as a young person. And I was just on a call talking about muscle memory and the practice I actually ran from the time I was born till probably in my late 40s. And I stopped for a few years and I got up and ran a marathon at 55 years old without practice because the muscle memory was already there. And so it's amazing what you can do if you actually spend time doing it on a regular basis and where you can go from there. So I just had to share that because I just got done talking about it on another call. That, by the way, I'm priming for the shuffle card.
All right.
Good relationship building.
I love it, Angel. And you said without practice, but truly you put in the practice. You put it in.
That's true. Years of practice, and then took a 3 or 4 year break and could still get up from the practice I did previously.
I hear you there. That's awesome. Guy, go ahead.
I want to add to that standpoint of having an athletic background and practice and everything.
Yeah.
And so there's the news.
New edition.
Sweetie.
So she sort of makes her debut today. Her name is Bo Leanne. We're just excited and blessed to have her as a part of our life. But from the aspect of being an athlete, and then when I got into coaching, I understood the repetition and the practice. And I think as a coach, I emphasized it more to my athletes because I had an opportunity. I saw how to get there, what it took. And it's that consistent practice, but it's putting the effort in and putting more effort in than anybody else. Another little meme we always talk about, I like to talk about memes or quotes, as I saw one on Michael Jordan. He practiced so hard. He competed so hard in practice that when it came to the game, it was simple. It was easy. It was the muscle memory. And that's how I coached and played is we worked harder than anybody. If you guys know football, I coached linebackers. I had a class one year, 3 linebackers, all played D1. A couple of them went to the NFL after. But I took pride in making them throw up the day before the state championship game because it was so hard. But the game was so easy. It became so easy to the fact that it was the first time in Colorado state history that there was a mercy rule implied. We were up by 40 and they had to turn the running clock on. It was a mercy rule because these kids practice so hard that we take it into our business. We take it into what we try to do here every day within Elify. We try to implement those consistent things. So Monday morning, our sprint plannings, I see people come on and they leave. We do these because they're part of repetition. Friday with the Founders, we do it because it's a repetition thing that we do. And it helps us move forward in our business. So we encourage people to also lean in on those. Michael and Edwin on Wednesday evenings. I mean, those are things that you can't miss from the standpoint of if I can't join it, then I'm going to dedicate 30 minutes to jump on and watch it in replay. And I'm going to implement some of that because that's going to be your key is the repetition of utilizing the solution, of building a card, of sending it. I'm going to know exactly what to do if I just dig in and practice.
100%.
So
I mean,
true.
guys, look, we spent so much time talking about this. This is how important this is. I mean, last night I was watching all the Olympic trials. Anybody else? The Olympics are coming up. Can you imagine somebody spends 4 years and then adds another year on to that just to focus on that goal? Oh, gosh, she's so cute. And,
well, here's the day. Gay, hold on a second, I don't think anybody heard what Guy said a while ago, or you said, because everybody's looking at that baby. get her back up there. Let us see. Everybody's like, oh, how sweet.
Here we go. And Bo is spelled a little different. It is
All right.
It is B-O-E. It is a lot of people are always like, where did you get your name, Guy? Guy is a family name. I was named after my great-grandfather. So my great-grandmother's maiden name was Bo, so that's where Bo got her name from.
Love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love it. Sorry about that, ER, baby. Just
no, I love it. I love it. This is what we do it all for. You know what I mean? We all
That's
have
right.
our whys and stuff like that, and this is one of them. Before I go back to talking about the Olympics and repetition and stuff like that, I want to talk about Life by Design real quick, because we've talked about these 3 pillars in previous conversations about having things like time freedom and location freedom and financial freedom. And one of the reasons, at least for me personally, is what Guy's holding up right there, having the time freedom and the location freedom, or even the financial freedom to spend time with your loved ones and to have your family members around and to keep them close. Every day is bring your daughter to work day now for Guy, in a sense, and to have that luxury. It's the same thing that the joy I get to experience when, working from home for the last decade, getting to go downstairs at lunchtime and have lunch with the kids and stuff like that is amazing. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And it's just because I learned something new. I learned something different. I learned something they don't teach you in school. And that gift is available to everybody. And that's what excites me. I almost get choked up when I see Guy holding Bo up there because of those types of things. And I feel so blessed that we're able to achieve that. And I know that it's available for anybody else. And when I think about that stuff, I think about those same people who have that Olympic dream, right? I'm going to go to the Olympics. I'm going to win myself a gold medal. I'm going to do it. And we're talking about goals that might be 4 and now 5 years out into the future and really working towards that goal. And I'm watching these people at the Olympic trials. And I was watching one of the swimmers come on. She did an after swim interview about having overtraining syndrome, where she was doing repetition so much, almost to a fault, you know, and they're talking about it's time spent in the pool. And I'm spending 2-3 sessions a day swimming laps in the pool just so I can get on the blocks for the trials and swim 50 meters one time. Like, this is the mentality we have to be thinking about if we want to be a champion. You're going to put in a lot more work in practice and learning and in education and applying it than you will during the game itself. But when you do, to Guy's point, you show up game day and it looks just second nature. It looks so simple. It's like when my wife and I watch the figure skaters and I'm like, how did that person just, you know, fly through the air twirling and land on their toe? And it looked effortless because they put it into practice. So that's my, I think, Friday tip for everybody today. Put in the practice. Be relentlessly consistent. Now, Katherine, I see you have your hand back up. Go ahead. Unmute.
I love designing these, and I love designing on Canva. Mm-hmm. But I was wondering, is there any chance that Elify Shuffle will expand it so that you could design websites, like a short version of a website eventually with Elify Shuffle?
Yeah, this is a great question. And in fact, the first recommendation I have, if you haven't already, and you may already be doing this, Tuesdays with Kathy. I'll tell you what, we can already create, in a way, what I would call a micro website. And there's a way to do it. We don't need to spend a lot of time on today's call talking about it. But there is already a way, Katherine. You can take and you can create, say, let's say you created 3 cards, and you could create a campaign link for each of those cards and put that link on each respective card. And now you have a 3-page website. Now it's a little bit more nuanced than that. So I would recommend joining on a Tuesday with Kathy to go through that training. But once you know how to do it and you go through the steps of doing it, it's like a little bit beyond just building a card, because you have to build a series of cards. Once you learn that, you can create all types of sites, micro sites, choose your own adventure sites, flows, funnels, etc. For your marketing initiatives. So definitely I recommend to anybody, check out that and join on Tuesdays, because you're going to hear all these uses that are going to, you know, spin up ideas for how you would use Shuffle as well. Thank you for adding that. Any other questions from anybody on today's Friday with the Founders, guys? Up, James, I see you on. Go ahead.
Well, for the big event we have coming up in October, DR, I know we'll be down in Dallas, and Michael's not driving but 2 minutes away, which is not fair. We need to tell him Dallas to change it to California.
Yeah. I love California.
Not to get into the weeds yet, but are we going to have any like nighttime get-togethers, like maybe a company party, anything like that? And if so, do we need a DJ? I think I know somebody.
And Dallas? James, is he in Dallas?
I'm here in Colorado, so I'm coming down to it.
Okay. All right. We definitely, Rebecca's been setting that party up, so we'll talk to you. Let's reach out and talk.
Yeah, Rebecca, message me. I'll reach out. I'll talk with you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I think I'd like everybody to know, at least from my perspective and Guy's perspective, we are traveling too. So don't feel alone in that. Definitely check out your flights and stuff like that. I know we were trying to do the timing with the opening up from the pandemic and everything, with the fair and with everything else going on. But there are some amazing flight deals going on right now. So that's something proactively you can start looking at for the, make sure you've got enough time on the front and the back for the first, the second, and maybe Sunday. And then I know if we didn't already say it, we'll probably be opening up the registration stuff next week, at the tail end of next week on the 2nd. I think I see Rebecca's got her hands up for the 2nd already there. So definitely want to mark your calendar for that. We'll be letting everybody know. There is going to be some limited supply of stuff. So if you want to make it, if you want some people to join you or team members to join you, you're going to want to check things out fast so you can already start looking at some of those flight details. I know Guy and I have already done a lot of that stuff as well. So
right, we'll be blocking some rooms too. So for the discount on the rooms, there's a lot of things that Rebecca's working on right now. So we'll have all those shored up here in the next 24 hours or so. And it's really funny. All the details
are going to be. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead, Rebecca. That's what I was going to ask you, or kind of add to it.
No, yeah, all the details will be coming out in the next 2 weeks, like the final details for everything that y'all got to start getting prepared for. So it's going to be great.
And James, to your question, it's going to be work and it's going to be play. And I think you got to have a good balance of both of those things. I think this is one of the reasons why we planned it right around that Texas State Fair. And I will tell you what, we got the Colorado State Fair, but to Michael Ray's point, I don't think they do it in Colorado like they do it in Texas. So super excited to get out there and see y'all, as they say.
Texas is all right. Colorado rock, but we'll let them be happy today.
Yeah. Hey, I love Colorado too.
Oh, no, I'm looking outside. It's a different type of thing. So
yeah, it is. Yeah, for sure. A lot of cotton fields around here, mesquite trees. Hey, I was just saying that I was going to add, ER, that everybody's been talking today about being relentlessly consistent, muscle memory, planning, and keep working. And sometimes you have to outwork them, and that's fine too. I mean, and here's my motto always, because I am not the educated guy. I've, school of hard knocks kind of deal, which a lot of people come from. But when you roll your sleeves up and you just do the freaking work, I mean, that's bottom line. You learn things and you develop a process. You educate and you validate. And the reason I've been able to educate is people like Edwin Britt, Zig Ziglar, people that have poured into me that I'm bringing back to you guys and handing over because they made a huge impact on me. And I've validated, I do that because I've done it wrong. I can figure it out and how to do it right. We're able to skip some steps and do it. And that is exactly what Mindset of a Champion is. Life by design. It is a process. And the process is just what Guy said about playing football or about the game plan. It's exactly like athletics. The TRUST, trust, up and down. T, think, plan, and prepare. That's the first thing you do is you think, plan, and prepare for the next game. And then you go in and you relate the R to the game film that you watched on the team to uncover the need to put together the game plan so you could offering a solution to your players, and your players on game day do what? Take massive action. It is the same thing. When I'm trying to talk to my 14-year-old daughter, she jumps in the truck at the end of the day just from school. I say, how was your day? She doesn't want to talk. Of course she doesn't. I have to think, plan, prepare, relate to her in the car, uncover her need, offer a solution together. And then guess what happens? We take massive action together because she starts talking, because I don't just pressure her right away. Same thing when I'm trying to close a deal, when I'm talking to a corporate client. James, you talk about these chambers, man, we have been getting some really good traction in the chamber, guys, and they are like a corporation. And when they can find out they can make money, you think, plan, prepare, relate, uncover a need, offer a solution to them that they like cheese, and then you give them a real value thing. Why do we join a chamber? Oh, because you get the network, you get the blah blah. Well, if you give them a real tool that they can pay for over and over with their dues, that is value we're bringing to these people. So what we're talking about today, and a process allows this. It allows you to develop a consistent, disciplined regiment, which creates muscle memory, and a process sets a standard that we can live up to. It's not manipulative either. Man, people that work for me know that we have a trust process. And they're like, oh, Michael's in the R. Well, are you there yet? They need to get there. So when we get there together, we have that light bulb moment, we hit the bridge. So when we have conflicts, we know there's a solution. There's a process that we go to. In my construction company, we tape bed and texture a certain way because there's other ways to do it, and that's okay. That might be fine for you, fine for me, but for us to hit our standard, to level up to our standard, we have a process. That's what Mindset of a Champion is about. That's what Elify, the bridge that they bring to the table that allows us to do those things, guys. So October, I can't even tell you how good it's going to be. It's going to change your life if you let it. You need to bring people. You need to get everybody involved in it. Seats will be limited. We will sell this out. So just get ready to have some play hard and have fun and make it count.
And there's one of your marketing opportunities right there. This is a business conference. Invite your friends who want business training, who want personal development. They need operations. Invite them and they'll get introduced naturally to Elify, to this amazing tool that can help their business. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Too. Absolutely. That's really good.
Absolutely. Yep. Danon, thanks for joining as always. Going ahead.
Would it be like a virtual? How y'all doing?
Good.
Would it be like a virtual viewing?
We're working on that. We still haven't gotten that 100%. There'll be a recording afterwards that there'll be be available during the live piece, though. We're still vetting that out. So we'll have to see.
Okay, well, I'll wait until Rebecca get all the logistics about the rooms, and I'll look for my flight.
Perfect.
There you go.
I will say this right now to anybody sitting on the fence going, look, when this thing opens up, do I go out there? Do I wait for some replay? I will tell you what, every time I've gone with a group of people to go and learn collectively together, get questions answered, there's always been more that has happened in the room outside of what's been on the video. And I've seen the replays after events. I always like to go back and rewatch, go through my notes, all of that stuff so I can make sure I've absorbed the knowledge and I can apply it. I would encourage everybody, if you can, be there. Okay. Any
Kathy
other
Inman.
questions, guys?
That's Kathy. Come on, Kathy, talk to
Yeah, I
me.
just saw Kathy come on. I got to say this. I know Kathy and I spent a lot of time yesterday working on some stuff. For everybody who's been on this call, we've spent a lot of time over 2020 working on the content side of Shuffle. And we want you to build amazing marketing materials. We want you to have amazing business cards. We want you to gather leads. We want you to have pages, all of that great stuff. But Kathy and I spent a lot of time reviewing use cases on the mobile side for relationship. And we want to focus back onto the relationship. In this second half of 2021, as we move into the last 6 months of the year, I want the theme of that to be on relationship and on the people that we know who are going to help us get to where we want to go and who we can help them get to where they want to go. That relationship piece is going to be so powerful. I know Kathy and I had a lot of fun working on some stuff. We got a lot of work to do after that. Part of my checklist on my win list items I've got to get back on today after this call. But Kathy, anything you want to add from what we've been working on or trainings or anything like that?
No, I've just been inviting everybody to trainings. Come on Tuesdays. It's just a time to pick my brain and other people that come to the call. We have great Shuffle users that come to that call. That everybody chips in, has great ideas. We can build, we can talk about sending any questions anybody has. But I'm super excited about what we went over yesterday, because I know for myself, especially as a big networker, the flow and how everything is gonna come together, super exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. Any other last comments, tips, tricks, or anything like that? Otherwise, I'm going to close this out with some housekeeping here. Michael Ray, you have anything to add?
I got to go, guys. Look in, dig in, contact us, reach out to us. Let's go to work. I'm excited.
Exactly. Last housekeeping, guys, as we wrap up Friday with the founders, we close it up with the activities and other things that you guys need to be participating in. So week at a glance. Obviously, we are on Friday with the founders here. So after today, we've only got a few more hours until it's Saturday's discovery call. If you've sat and done anything this week, one of those things on your list that you should be relentlessly consistent on is inviting. And I don't want to just say, remind you to invite to the discovery call for tomorrow. I want to bring up what Kathy just mentioned. Invite people to these other calls. You can invite your Shuffle users to the Shuffle training with Kathy. Maybe just getting an invite will make them come and learn and start putting Shuffle into practice so they can realize those benefits. As Rebecca said, people who need business training and business development, you can invite those people on your team to that Wednesday night call and to that event. So we want to be looking at that. Obviously, take some time today, if you haven't this week, and invite to the Discover call. There's a link out to a Discover card as well that you can share with those people or reshare with those people. After Saturday, we're moving into Sunday. That's your chance to replenish, refill, focus on you. Then we're going to be kicking off sprint planning on Monday. We do this every week. As Guy said, this is our opportunity to be consistent with you about how we set up our week. We come to the week with the plan. We work on our plan throughout the week. We look at the end of the week, how did we do in executing our plan, and what is our plan going to be for next week? Tuesday, Shuffle Q&A with Kathy. There is a link to click for the month's schedule, and that's being updated as we roll into July here, guys. So I know there's one more date on there for next week's training, and then the updated schedule will be on there. And then Wednesday training. Again, training, guys. If you're not participating in this, at a minimum, if you're not watching a replay on this stuff, you are missing out on things you can put into practice today that are going to help you in your business. So make sure you check that out Thursday. Again, we are going to start maybe having some one-off special things. So you're going to want to keep an eye on social for any announcements there. Otherwise, there's no regular stuff on Thursday, and that will bring us full circle back around to Friday with the Founders. So with that being said, guys, I want to thank everybody for taking just a little bit of time out of your Friday to hang out with us, to spend time with us. I hope next time, if you didn't ask a question this time, you ask it next time, and we get a chance to chat together. Until then, guys, we will see everybody on Saturday's Discovery Call. Make sure to send out those invites and make it a great week. Have a great weekend. And then
bye,
guys. Hit the
guys.
week hard on Monday. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, DR. Thanks, Guy.
Take
Thanks,
care,
everyone.
guys. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.